Hello, 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 hello. I don't think nobody's here yet anyway, but um hey Zaria. Zaria's always the first one in the comments. Appreciate you for coming through. So guys, this is Tamika's Den. I am Tamika. Get on in here, get on in here. Okay, kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You are now in the den. And of course, we are talking Snowfall. Okay. Um Season 6, child, the last and final season, episode 3, Door of No Return. All right, we got Leon coming back to a full-on war. He don't even know what's going on. I'm gonna go ahead and bring my co-host in, y'all.
Yeah, what's up, y'all?
Hey,
Look, we
Moochie.
Africa. They should have. They
Yes,
should have never came back.
that's what I
They
said.
should have
Like,
never came back.
that's what I said, man. And it's crazy because I thought it was gonna be a different type of story where he would be trying to get to Africa because we knew he was talking about it, and that's what he
Hmm.
wanted to do when we left off in season 5. So we was even saying that when we did the live reaction last week. I was pretty much like, I thought it was going to be different when they said he was already there. I'm like, okay, if he's there already and he turned around and come back, it's a wrap for him. Okay, he's gone. I doubt very much he would make it out twice. I would be very surprised. I would be happy, but I would be surprised. So,
Sure.
what did you think
I
about this overall? Like,
I think he
how?
should have listened to his woman.
Mm-hmm.
She did not want to go back. She dreaded going back. I'm worried about her. I'm worried
Yes,
about him
very.
and her. I just want him to just do a about face and go back home. I know he had to come back there for money, but he need to leave like ASAP.
Hey, Taria, thanks for showing us love. We appreciate you. So yeah, I agree, man. And you seen the look on her face, like despair, like worry, like And then for me, when we first started out with them in Africa and stuff, he looked so carefree and happy. She looking so good. I'm like, ah. So I
You
was
would never know she
definitely,
was a fiend. That's how.
yes.
That's how. And it's like she could start her life over, and that was the
Mm-hmm.
good part about it. She didn't have to worry about what people thought about her. Oh, and bringing up
Exactly.
all this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Hmm.
Like when we seen this part and he had that big smile on his face, I was like, oh, he looks so
I know he's
peaceful.
looking all buff too.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yes. And I'm like, I just want them to be able to have their peace, yo. And she was looking so beautiful, those braids. I was like, all right now, work it.
Hmm.
So, um, of course, they start having these conversations back and forth. And like you were saying, he's saying he got to go back regardless because he will have to get his affairs in order and get his, money up to be able. Because she was like, we could take care of our people from here and even bring them over here so they could see, what I'm saying, how it is over here and stuff like that.
And that's why I was saying he should have listened to his woman. They could have did it that way where he didn't have to go back and see all the destruction that's going on with his people. His
Right.
people.
Yes. Hey, Samara. Thanks for coming
Hi,
through.
Samara.
All right. Yes, I definitely
All
agree,
right.
man.
So I shared it to my stuff. So people should be coming in. I shared it to thing. Only thing I gotta do is share it to Twitter and Facebook. Let me do
Okay.
that real fast. So that way, we could bring a fluctuation of people in here. All right. And
Yeah,
we could chat it up.
definitely. Yeah, man. I'm so worried about them. I just don't see them, making it out again. And then they went and it seemed like they really got to know people so far since they've been there. They've been having, different relationships that they making. They was hearing the history of course, slaves where they was sent out at, and he was talking about the whole thing of actually your own people giving you up in slavery, which we know that that was a fact and that's something that they did do.
And he
Um,
also had a moment of how you say guilt because he feels like he did something like that with his people with bringing the drugs into the community.
mhm.
And we all know he's been feeling like that for a while.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think he kind of was sensing a little bit of like something is wrong back home. It was like he looked up and saw this sign, and
Yeah.
yeah, all of a sudden he kind of looked like he, didn't really want to be bothered. Like, not that he didn't want to be bothered, but that he felt like, yeah, okay, this was nice. I'm enjoying here, but I do need to get back home. Whereas she was the flip side, where she felt like, it's nothing we could do back home. It's not going to be good back home. Anything we go back to back there is going to mess us up. And I kind of
Hmm.
felt where both of them was coming from. What did you think about all of that?
I
Did you
just
did you agree with her or him, or did you feel like
I
they both
agree.
had
I
points?
agree with him all the way, cause with her all the way, because she was like, we can help them from here. Like, yo,
Right.
sometimes you know how sometimes they tell you when it's somebody that you love, but they be doing you dirty or hurting your feelings or make
Mhm.
bringing you through all this emotional stuff, that it's better to love them from afar.
Mhm.
That's what they need to do. Love them from afar.
Yeah, cuz I was
Help
even
them from
feeling like
afar.
she should have stayed. She didn't necessarily have to come back with him. She could have stayed there, and he could have just came back for whatever he was going back for. True.
Facts, facts. He could have did that, but then I don't. I'm
What's
curious
up,
to see how this is
Demarcus?
gonna
Thanks for
go.
coming through.
What's up,
How you
Demarcus? You'll be
doing?
D Mickey tomorrow after we watch the new episode of BMF.
He says Leon and Wanda should have stayed in Africa. I agree.
Facts.
I agree. What's up, James Kelly? I definitely agree. The minute that he started talking about coming back home, I was like, that's a wrap for him. That's a
Yeah,
wrap. That's
I was saying that too. I was like, Dad, I don't. I for one, you know how he's gonna end up jumping back into it because it seemed like BD is a big. He's a jerk. So
yeah.
either he's gonna try to come at Franklin and Franklin going, he if he tries to come at Franklin, then he's going to get at him. He's going to take
Yeah.
out BD, and
Yeah.
that's how he's going to get involved in it. And you see when he went to go, I don't want. Am I going? Nah, it's just a show tonight. Let me sit back.
No, I just was gonna mention before we get to them getting back home that of course they got married because she was like, "Oh, where does that leave me?" And they had the whole little wedding thing, and I said, "Yeah,
I
y'all
was so
dead." And
happy
every
with
time they
that.
show something else, I just kept going, "Y'all dead."
Oh God, Lord, oh Lord,
What's
oh
up,
Lord.
Detroit
Am I going
King?
to have him
Yes,
one of
y'all
my
hit that like button.
What up, Detroit King? Am I gonna be having my no? Jesus, no moment.
Yes, because I'm like, here they are, just the smiling, cheesing from freaking ear to ear and getting married. And then they get back home, and homeboy start giving them this layout of everything that's happened since he came home. So basically, Leon just came back to chaos and war because he's thinking like, what are you talking about? Franklin is out of the business. And then all of a sudden, he hearing all of this stuff that's done happened while he was gone. What you thought about
This
that?
okay. This is the only part I didn't like about that they showed the back and forth like that.
Yeah.
I wish we could have got a more of an intimate showing of
Mm-hmm.
it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm like, yo, they was getting it on.
Yeah. That's what I thought. I didn't think it was just gonna be a quick, collage. Like, yeah, then he went after them. Then they went
Yo,
after him. He hit them at they hotel.
uh huh.
They came to his office. I was like,
And Franklin
okay,
almost shot BD when he was taking a
right,
shit.
hmm,
Yo! If it
yeah,
wasn't for them cops coming in the bathroom, he would have been gone.
yeah. And Franklin talking about something. Thank you for your service. Then what? They went to the barber shop. They went. I mean, this was just like a back and forth, there going thing.
Mm.
So of course, Franklin is just over here. I mean, saying, I'm sorry, Leon is over here. Like, what are you talking about? Like, why would he be doing that? Now, one thing that I didn't care too much for, I mean, they could have did this part different as well. I'm sorry, y'all. We gonna pause that for a minute. But another thing I thought that they didn't do too well. Y'all done lost my daggone train of thought.
I didn't say nothing either. I can't
I
even say I
know.
cut you
I
off
was.
this time. Because I
I
know
was
I'm
just thinking
notorious for
about
that.
something and it slipped my mind just that quick. It'll come back. But anyway, so of course we know Leon is back. He making his stops. He trying to see, what's going on. Like, how did it get to this? Because of course when he left, it wasn't that type of situation at all. He thinking that they gonna just, I'm saying, that Franklin is out, he got his money or whatever, he going about his business, he over here in Africa, he thinking he just coming back to get this money, and he's over here asking like, well, why would Franklin be going against his family? And oh, that's what I was about to say. Okay, made me remember. I didn't like the fact that they was trying to make it seem like, I don't know, Franklin is just going crazy. What can I say? It was like, that's kind of how everybody was acting. Even when he goes and he talks to Dion, what did you think about that? Because he kind of made it seem like he just acting crazy.
Well, Einstein, they don't know that Louis took the connect. Einstein and them don't know that.
Right.
So they don't know that Louis took the connect, and at the same time, Franklin money got wiped out when the connect, which Louis got switched to be to the connect.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's like, and he was trying to still do business with her
Right.
before he totally got out. Well, she was at this thing. She's greedy, and I think it's gonna come back to harm her in the end. She's greedy, and Franklin was greedy too, but not greedy like her. He
Yeah.
branched his money out different.
Yeah. Definitely. Once Leon dies, Wanda will relapse. I could
I
definitely
know. I
see
saw
that.
that, Demarcus. You be
Yeah.
had look. I don't want. I know it's kind of a predictable thing, but I don't want it to go down that way. I just want her to go back. If let's say if he do get knocked off like that, and Wanda's still alive, I would want Wanda to go to wherever that money is, get it, and leave.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love that. I don't see a happy ending though. I really don't. But hey, if they surprise me, I would love it. Hey Monique, how are you? Thanks for
Hey,
coming through.
Monique.
Yeah, I feel the same way. So of course we know that the DEA is out here looking at them too and just getting all their little pictures of Louis over here with Gustavo. You think like anything of this is gonna come out of this? Because of course I want Louis to die. Y'all have heard me say this over and over and over, but I really
Okay,
don't think she is.
she's gonna go to jail then because of this. If she don't die, she going to jail because
Hmm.
now she's picking up the money all the time. Jerome ain't there.
Right. And they getting them all on daggone camera, candid camera.
The
So,
question is, will Jerome end up killing Gustavo
mm,
if he get close to what he doing? If they get wind of it, or
right.
can or could Franklin? Let's say if Franklin finds out about all this, can he reel Jerome and Louis back in and they stop feuding?
I don't know.
I'm
I
just
don't
saying,
know.
it's
Yeah.
so many ways you could go with this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't even know, y'all. For real, for real. Of course, that's them taking the daggone pictures. Um. Now, Teddy over here, of course. Now, am I right? I wasn't too sure with this part. So, one, he's of course sent Gustavo to go ahead and make that transaction with Louis or whatever, and then Avi's last shipments was hijacked, so that's the whole reason why he wanted to go to Costa Rica, and he threw that on Gustavo, and Gustavo of course getting nervous because everything making him nervous. Like, what are you talking about? When we going? When we gonna be back? How long we gonna be there? Um, and he's trying to figure out who that is. That's basically, that guy, of course, that we know is Ruben, but he don't know, right?
Right.
Okay.
And then not only that, Gustavo never asked this many questions with Teddy.
Yeah.
So Teddy antennas is going up for the simple
Yeah.
fact is like, wait a minute. Usually I'll be like, let's go do this, let's go
Right.
do that, and he be ready to go. Gustavo was not a man of many words.
Mm-hmm.
And now we see, I see him behaving different. I know you do.
Mm-hmm.
So Teddy do, because he pick up everything,
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
asking all these questions.
Mm-hmm. He was looking shook. He said, "We going to Costa Rica?"
Hmm.
Oh God, I'm nervous for him too, because he just being too jittery and too all over the place now. And then I think those DEA officers are crazy sloppy, so I definitely don't think he could depend on them.
Nah.
Um, you know, that was just like Franklin looking over the paperwork, and then
Oh,
Teddy.
highlight James Kelly comment.
Let's see,
Gustavo needs.
Gustavo.
Go
Mm-hmm.
ahead. You go ahead.
Go
Gustavo
ahead.
needs to calm down before Teddy finds out, or he already knows. Yeah,
Right.
that's what I'm saying, James.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I definitely agree. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah, so of course Teddy is, over here. Hey Savannah.
Shallow. So this is the same guy that wiped out Franklin's bank account and stuff.
hmm
So my question to you, do you think this guy is he like a with the guns too? Like how Teddy is? Or is he just a pencil pusher?
Hmm. I don't know. So far, I think he's just a pencil pusher, but you never know. They could surprise you. He might have some other things he's into too, or he probably knows how to handle it, but maybe he just does the pencil pushing until it comes to a point where he's in a situation where he needs to use it. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not
Mm-hmm.
sure.
Mm. I don't know, but Teddy getting on my nerve too. He need to
Yes,
go.
he another one I want to die. Y'all already know who I got on my list.
Who
Yeah,
I
already.
want to know who, no, you couldn't enlighten me again and see if we agree with if I concur.
I want Louie to die, but I doubt she is. I want Teddy to die. I definitely want Buckley to die. I'm so tired of him. I don't know why he's still around.
Buckley
And
ass needs to go right now.
hmm yeah. Hey, Miss T, thanks for coming through.
Hey, Miss T. So let me ask you this. So you think, okay, so Louis got Franklin people coming after her. Louis and Jerome got Franklin coming after him and Kane's people, right?
hmm
And then the cops is doing crazy stuff to Franklin because they got the police on their payroll.
Right.
Wow.
hmm Yeah. This is a lot, y'all. I don't know. And I feel like Leon and them was shell shocked when they came back home because you come in and I could kind of relate to that. I ain't never been to Africa, but even when I just go on vacation in general and you away, you feeling all serene, you looking up at the stars, and then you come back home, it's like one side you feel homesick, but the other side you come back and you seeing everything looking all beat up and destroyed. It's just like gets you down all over again.
Yeah,
And
when
on
you
top of
sorry you
that,
came back.
yeah, and on top of that, you getting all this bad news. Yeah, everybody looking for everybody because even look at the situation with all these intelligence people, supposedly intelligence people that we have. You have the DEA watching the CIA. You got the
And
daggone KGB watching the CIA and the
exactly, and the DEA.
DES. How y'all think that's gonna work? Because at one point, I don't think I got a screenshot for that, but at one point when
But they know that Teddy is not back with them yet. He's still trying to. He's still basically earning brownie points to get back
exactly,
on.
exactly, yeah. And at one point we see Rudy taking pics of Gustavo out there. So everybody's watching everybody. And of course, this is when Gustavo is nervous about the Costa Rica trip and calls the DEA guy and says he needs to have a meetup with him. But when they
Hmm.
meet up, he's like, well, what time are y'all leaving? When are y'all going to get back? And Teddy can't really give him no answers. And he telling him he can't help him if he don't tell him anything. What did you think about that?
Look, if you tell them too much, you might end up getting yourself killed.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like he did the right thing.
Yeah.
You go with it how you want because and I don't even feel good about him when he found that nail, Teddy. That was
Mm-hmm.
like a listening device, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, I think so. And it had now that was a little bit extra to me, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm gonna keep it
So
real
then
with
that
y'all.
means it didn't come from the DEA. That came from the KGB.
Exactly, because when they went there and did this surveillance or whatever that they had going out there, right, and that's what they were supposed to be doing. He said he don't care down to their socks. They want to find everything, and he finds this little screw. And Gustavo was like, "Well, what was you hoping to find?" But then he was all of a sudden able to open it up, and he looking at it. It looked like it was a little piece of paper inside of it, and then he was
Hmm.
like, "I don't understand it or whatever, but." It's Russian. That much I know. So now he knows that the Russians is on to him. I'm like, you know what, James Kelly? He said Breeze is behind all
There
this.
you go. Oh God,
Cut it
you know we
out.
haven't heard that name in like 2 months, and I was
Yeah.
happy not to hear it. I'm so tired of that.
Yes. Miss T said, my father's from Ghana and I was born there. Oh, really?
Really?
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like the little secret. No, and my thing was if they supposed to be so smart, how the heck y'all leave something like that on the plane? Don't you supposed to get rid of those things before
Thank
you
you.
go on whatever mission you going on?
And I hope that's not the same plane that Franklin had.
Yeah.
But Franklin got his own plane, so
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
not
yeah,
all right.
yeah. Because for a minute, I was even nervous that they was gonna come across the picture of Gustavo up there or something. I said, these daggone clowns, you don't know what the heck they gonna be doing. So of course, this is when they was at the mission, and even though I don't like Teddy Behind, he was on point with them shots. Okay, he was taking them out.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, I see you, Teddy. I was somebody would have been taking a shot at his behind.
That's why I asked you, do you think the other guy that like wiped Franklin's bank account out, if he's
Mm-hmm.
just a like a forensic,
Right.
like you one of those people? I think he was a forensic accountant,
Mm-hmm.
but that's why I wanted to know if he's like that. Because if he's
Mm-hmm.
not like that, then if Franklin get a hold of him,
Mm-hmm. Now, in between this, something else I just thought about. I didn't have a screenshot for this, but Franklin does go and meet up with Veronique and her mother, and they saying that this plan is going along as it's going along as planned. What are you thinking about that?
I don't trust this woman. I don't trust her. And I know Franklin don't trust her, but she trying to work pull his
Mm-hmm.
guard down. She's trying to
Mm-hmm.
pull his guard down. She's working on him.
Yeah. I did like Veronique and her red though. Put on your red dress. I was like, okay, Veronique,
Yeah,
I see you.
shoot. They was listening to the memes and all of that with
You can
Veronique.
tell, right?
Oh, okay.
They
Mm-hmm.
definitely fixed her up. So of course, Wanda also went to grandma's house, child. That was a hard scene. Grandma wasn't playing with her.
She wouldn't
She
even
was,
let her in the door.
yeah. What did you think about that?
Yo, she didn't let her in the door. She was like, "Look," she said, "but I have a gift for you. Do you got my ruby earrings?
Right.
Do you got my ruby earrings that you knocked me down and hit me for?"
Yeah. I ain't know she
No,
did all that to
I
her
didn't know she
grandmother.
did all of that too. But remember how she was fighting?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Mel.
Mel with
Hmm.
remember how she was fighting Mel over that chain she had around her neck, and she was like, "No,
Right.
my mother gave it to me." So
Right.
she was fighting her over that, so I could see it
Hmm.
happening. That
Hmm.
when the grandmother mentioned that, that's what I revisited in my
Yeah.
head. So
Hmm.
yeah, she did it. She knows she
Hmm.
did it, and
Yeah,
she
she
had.
couldn't argue with that. She was basically like, "Yeah, I don't remember. That was a long time ago." But it's like it
Hmm.
may have been a long time ago for you, but that was just showing her like the effects of how you hurt other people as well, and other people are
Exactly.
affected by. Because even though you saying that's a long time and I'm good now, and
Yep.
that's real. So I like that they showed that part. Yeah, her grandmother was
She had nothing
definitely
but guilt and shame on her face
hurt.
after she said that. I felt
Yeah.
bad for her.
Hmm.
Yeah, grandma was hurt.
Definitely. You said you don't trust
I don't
your
trust the mother,
mother,
and
and
I
I
hope
hope
she
she
doesn't
doesn't.
That's what I'm worried about, Miss T.
Yeah,
Because you remember, last week, me and Tamika thought she wasn't gonna come back with that money when she got on that
right.
plane.
Hmm.
So we was worried about that part.
Exactly.
I,
Definitely.
man, listen,
Demarcus said Wanda passed caught up with her when she went to her grandmother. Yeah. And that's part
yeah,
of the reason why she wanted to stay, in Africa too, because she was like,
yep. That's
nothing
why
is
she didn't want to
back
come
there for
back.
me. But
Mm-hmm.
Pimps and the Rock, what am I supposed to do there? So, I get it. That was a tough one. And
Definitely.
she told her when she asked her she leave it, she was basically like, yeah, you could
Yeah.
go ahead and leave it.
Leave
I'ma
it on the
close the
door
door.
now. Leave it on the door now.
Right. Mm,
Because you know why? She thought she probably was gonna try to push her way in there. And I don't
right.
blame her. You
Yeah.
know how they be doing all that. Look, I got something for you, Granny. Come on,
Exactly.
you don't love your granddaughter? And then,
Right.
look, get in here, let me get some of this, because I need my medicine.
Hmm. That's horrible. I did feel really, really, really bad in that moment though. So, of course, Franklin goes and meets up with they was shocked that his mother showed up, and Veronica's telling him in the car, like, this is what you wanted. This is a time where you should be able to, take a breath in and smile and feel good because something that you've been working so hard for is coming into effect. They go to this West Side development and his mother says, this is what you've been wanting. What you think?
Look, I she, she set up the meeting with them and it didn't work out. She's here for them with this, but I don't like the fact that she's telling Ruben a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I still
And
don't trust that.
yeah, I don't trust him
Mm-mm.
because he seemed like once he finished with Franklin, he gonna try to throw him in jail.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the fact that they did get they was able to make this deal go through because that's why they was scrambling like that for the money.
Right.
So I was happy about that, but I don't know how this is gonna work out with all the warring they're doing, because you don't want them to come warring down there with this new thing they got.
Exactly. Hmm. That's definitely true. I don't know. And it's like, are you
Hmm.
even gonna be around to reap the benefits of this? Of all this work that you're doing to build up all this other stuff. It was a great idea, but now with everything that's happened,
Yeah, but you building up the community where people of the other persuasion is gonna be now. Meanwhile, you
hmm,
destroying yours with all this warring y'all doing. You
right.
destroying your backyard.
Hmm. Definitely true. I don't know, y'all, what y'all think about this.
Oh,
So,
okay. They still talk about Wanda. Okay, Demarcus said I think Queen Louis will give up Teddy to save herself. Okay, that's if she gets jammed up when she get arrested.
hmm,
Yeah, I could see that happening, Demarcus.
yeah, I could see her doing something like that if it came down to it. And at this
Oh,
point, I feel like Teddy's kind of dispensable anyway. To be honest, I feel like even the CIA don't want him back like that. And if it really comes down to it, they would get rid of him themselves because they can just replace him. So it could go one way or the other.
mm-hmm. Oh, you got somebody got made a left a good comment about you, and it's from the real Pinky Badass.
I hope Wanda stays strong and doesn't relapse. You and me both, man.
Mm-hmm. Me, that's what
Thank
I'm
you,
worried
Pinky
about.
Badass, for coming through. Hey, ladies, I don't watch Snowfall, but Tamika, I wanted to tell you I love your unbiased review. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I appreciate
Mm-hmm. I
you and
told you it was a
definitely
nice
appreciate your
comment.
support.
And, yep, that's the kind of comments and stuff we like to hear because it just makes you want to push harder to put out this material for you
Yeah.
guys.
And y'all know I don't usually do lives, but I'm trying to start getting more
You
into them
getting
now.
it? You getting it?
I'm trying to start getting more into them now, y'all. So of course this part pissed me off so much. Do you want to talk about this? First of all, can we just talk about how what kind of bodyguards did they have there? Because that was not no real search that they did on Leon. That wasn't even no real pat down. Like if he really wanted to come in there and start something and have something hid, he could have. Because what was going on with
Hmm.
the pat down?
I felt like with this whole conversation, this is when he was talking to Jerome and Louis. I thought Jerome was so immature with this. He's the oldest one there, and to me, you had a time to like basically try to work this out, and you like
Mm-hmm.
go on, get out of here, little nigga. Come on, dude. Like really?
Yeah.
He did say that though. He
Yeah, he
like
did. He
he
did.
I'm just like, come on, man.
Yeah, that pissed me off. I didn't like how Jerome was talking to him. Of course, he came in and was telling them like, "Oh, thank you for seeing me, and this is a gift for you." It was some type of mask, and he's like, soon as he saw it, it made him think of them. And Louis said thank you, but of course, her thank you sound mad, kind of sarcastic and like,
Mm-hmm.
what are you doing here? We don't care about you. But she did start telling him at least what she feels is her side of the story of, oh, he started with us and he was shooting up stuff when it was our honeymoon. And
Yeah, but she didn't tell I stole the connect.
right.
You didn't
Cause,
tell that.
yeah, because they
I
never
can't
tell their part.
I can't stand when somebody, you know how if you get into it with somebody and they tell a story and they leave out the bad stuff that they did,
Hmm.
that's what Louis doing. I don't like that.
Exactly. It's true. I can't stand that. If you're gonna say the whole thing, say the whole thing. And then he's like telling them, okay, that's fine, but what's really supposed to happen here?
Hmm.
Thank
Over
you,
there telling
Samara.
half
I
truth.
definitely appreciate you. I appreciate all of y'all.
Hmm. Over there telling half truths.
Hmm. That fit her narrative. What Jamarcus
Yes,
said,
she's so
Jerome
manipulative.
is giving me gold season 6 vibes and has earned his dev. Yeah, he's definitely starting to
Yes,
earn.
now
Yeah.
he's
Cause
learning
I
it.
remember last season, I actually felt bad. I was like, no, Jerome, no. I'm like, I could see him dying because of her. And I was feeling all bad about it and not wanting it to happen. Now I don't care no more. I
Hmm.
honestly don't. It still makes me sad because this episode definitely broke my heart. Jerome should have kept the gift. Hmm. Oh, her this is Muchella reviews.
Oh,
Um, Pinky Badass. I have her in my in my description box, I
it's
believe.
Muchella. That's the name of my
Hmm.
channel, but it's Muchella Review. So it's Moochilla on YouTube, and my
Hmm.
Instagram is at the bottom.
I have dropped people. Wait, what you said, James Kelly?
I have dapped people up longer than them pat downs.
Oh yes, yes, James Kelly.
Nah,
I
he like,
agree.
I know when they be doing all of that, right?
Hmm. Miss T says Lou didn't tell the whole story. She didn't.
She
She
didn't.
didn't at all.
She told the
What's
story and
up,
left
Monique
out her
Nicole?
part. What's up, Antonio? Ew. I hate to say it, but Leon going this season. But
Yeah,
I got yes. I
yeah. That's
I
how you
look.
know
I'm gonna
his
be crying
foundation.
that night.
Absolutely.
I don't want him to go. I
I
just want him to get away in time.
Hey, Anthony, Jerome down bad. How he did? Yeah, I didn't like that. And then when he's telling him like, "Oh, I don't want the family to break up. If you go after, like, if you kill Franklin or he kill you, whatever, and y'all going back and forth, that's gonna break Sissy down. You know she don't want to see that." And he gonna have the nerve to say, "Why you care?" He's like, "What do you mean? Why do I care?" And then he told him, "You ain't got to do nothing. You could just keep walking." Oh, and Leon was like, "No, I can't do that. You know I can't do that. If you was in my position, what would you do?" That pissed me off so bad. I want to jump through that damn TV and slap up Jerome my damn self for
You
real,
you
for real.
gotta keep in mind when Leon was there, the last thing they was doing was celebrating together. It was the
Exactly.
wedding. He come back to all of this. He like, what man.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
What are the death predictions of this
And
season?
look at Louis' face. Look
Mm.
how she was looking at him. Look at that face she giving him.
I'm so mad at her because you know why I'm so mad at her, because I loved her so much in the
I did
beginning,
too. That's the
and it's
thing. I
like,
always loved Louis.
why?
Hmm. But for him to tell him like, "Oh, you ain't no family, and you could get out of here," and all that, I was like, "Oh no, then but you pissing me off, Jerome." Yeah,
Hmm.
Jerome change of attitude is a signal of his death. Absolutely. Because my thing with him too is you could call out everybody else for what part they play, because of course he says to Leon, "Oh, now because you went to Africa, you think that absolves you or changes you or whatever from the fact that you killed the little girl." And he could call out Franklin on his stuff, but he can't call out his own self. And he, look at the damn man in the mirror like Michael Jackson said, okay.
You know?
And he daggone sure ain't calling out his wife. That's the part I really don't like.
Mm-mm. Because she
I
got
don't know.
him.
My death predictions, I said Veronique wasn't gonna make it out, in my opinion.
I don't think she gonna make it out. I don't think Jerome gonna make it either.
Mm-mm.
I don't know about Louis.
And I was saying that since
I
last season. I
I
want
don't
Louis
know
to die,
about her. Exactly.
but I don't think she is, because y'all know how the story goes. The one that wants to get out, the one that's trying to change, they are typically the ones that go down. The one that's being the little, puppet or whatever, they usually are the ones that catch it. And the ones that don't care about nothing, some kind of way, they end up walking free. But I'm gonna be
Yeah.
pissed if at the end of this season, Louis end up on a damn beach somewhere. I'm gonna be pissed off, y'all.
Look, I'm gonna be pissed off if Big D make it to the end.
Yeah, he could
That's
go.
the one I really don't. He's got to go too.
Hmm.
So he's
Buckley
on my
definitely
list.
could go. Hmm.
I needed to do a. Oh, I got a prediction list from last year. I gotta look. I gotta look for the book. It's under here somewhere. One of my books, and I'm gonna tell you all the predictions we had for last season. So,
Hmm. Talking about you ain't family, like, yes. How dare you? Family's not just blood. All the sacrifices that Dagon Leon has made for y'all. Like, are you freaking
mm-hmm,
kidding me? And if it wasn't for Louis doing stupid stuff and not listening to Leon, a lot of this stuff wouldn't have happened. So
facts.
that just really turned me off. Yes, definitely a hypocrite, Demarcus. Jerome is a hypocrite for knocking Leon for killing a child, and Jerome killed 2 months. All right,
Facts.
talk
They
about it.
not even talking. You know what? He don't even know that part. And how Jerome beat the mess out of Black Diamond. So
Hmm.
now I want to see if I hope they don't leave it where he don't know all of this, because I want Franklin to tell him what happened.
Right.
So that way he know that Big D set them up,
Hmm.
because basically he did. He
Yeah.
set them up, and Jerome beat her up like a man. Beat her like a
Exactly.
man. Beat her to death.
Exactly. And even when Wanda and Leon was having the conversation, because of course he had started telling her like, well, I can't just go. I gotta see what's going on, and try to find out what's happening and try to mend the family and all of this. And he was like, I can't believe all this is happening. This is crazy. She pretty much was telling him like, this is what was always happening, and this is what's gonna continue to happen. You know.
Yup. His mother was trying to, that whole speech basically that she said last week. What you want to hear father?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I don't know, y'all, but I ain't gonna lie, this episode broke my heart. I know sometimes I joke around and be like, oh, I had thug tears, but when this episode ended, I really did have a tear come down. I was like, because you know how they started and everything, and then to see them come to this, and it's like, it really didn't have to be that way at all. That's
Oh,
just for
Leon
me.
saw Jerome kill Khadijah though. Yeah.
Yeah. What you say? Plot twist. Louis is going to Wait,
Is giving
Louis
up
giving
Teddy
them
to save
Teddy.
herself.
Oh,
Yeah, he wrote it already. I saw
yeah.
it.
Hmm. I don't
I
know,
could see it
y'all.
happening though.
Do y'all think Wanda's gonna leave without Leon? I
I
doubt it,
hope
but
if he passes away, I hope she leaves. I hope she don't stay here and get turned back onto, drugs.
Yeah, I
That's what
could
I'm worried about.
definitely see her end up turning to that. If he dies, that would just put the nail in the coffin. Like coming back and having her grandmother say all of that. That's already starting to bake the cake. But if he go, that's gonna be that's it. Is done. Is a wrap. The icing is on. I could see that. I don't
Hmm.
know, yeah. So um, wait, what he said? She has to go because either she catch her straight or
Exactly.
yeah, get hooked again. Yep. Yeah, that's the only two outcomes that I could see for her. No, I wouldn't mind if Louis go to jail, but I really don't just want jail for her. I want her to be dead. I'm sorry, that sounds horrible, but I do. I could see Sissy surviving. I think it's sketchy for Franklin too. I think he ends up either dead or in jail.
Yeah. It's
You
one or the
know,
other with Franklin.
yeah. Cause we know it just don't be no happy endings in these things, and every time you trying to get out, like if you don't get out right then and there, and you be like, "Oh, I'm gonna wait, and I'm going back for this, I'm going back for that," you could pretty much hang it up, in my opinion.
Yep.
And we even see, like, I think it's for the next preview, poor Gustavo. Like, he be making me feel bad for him though. He's saying there like, "I'm scared, I'm not gonna make it," and you know, I
He
can't
is.
sleep, I
Look.
can't eat, I can't think.
So
All right.
I don't feel sorry for him because you know why? When Franklin was asking for his help, he left him hanging.
Yeah,
So I don't
he
feel
did.
sorry for him, even though
He
I know
did.
he helped
Even
us
though he
enough.
came back now to apologize, and even with that, I said, I can't remember if it was when we was talking in the Discord or when I was on Lay's Eagles channel, one or the other. I was saying that I think that's the only way he survives is if he does what Franklin is telling him to do now, especially since he messed up then, and then Franklin gives him the money that he's telling him he gonna give him. That's the only way I think he gonna get out. Other than that, I could see the DA getting him killed by them doing something stupid, or I could see
Hmm.
Freddie catching on to what's going on and him ending up killing him.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. I definitely I don't know, y'all. Stuff is getting crazy out here in these streets. So, of course, we are approaching on the ending, y'all. That really took me out. I don't know if y'all want to do. I got some like little trivia things. I'll be forgetting to do them. Some of them is music and some of them is movies. I don't know which one y'all would be interested in. Let me see if I could pull it up. Wait. So this don't got no actually I think some of these do have to do with the show. This and BMF because I had these from when it was my birthday and I had did so many different
Oh, so
daggone
you got
styles
some new ones. So look through them.
and I never got a chance to
All right.
use
So
them.
you want to cover? You want the last? What was the last part we talking about?
Mhm.
And that was with what we saw. I think we covered it when he got off the plane in the screw with the
Oh yeah, and then of course he was making his rounds and he goes to see Franklin.
Yeah, Franklin's. They
Yeah.
done messed up his apartment. The
Mhm.
police was in there going through everything looking for drugs, knowing damn well he don't keep stuff there, but
What
they
did y'all
putting
think
pressure on
about
him.
that? Like, cause Franklin coming to the door with the gun already. I was like, oh,
I feel like with this, he knows that it's on high alert now, Leon. He knows the issue's real, but I want Franklin to tell his side of the story.
yeah.
So once
And
he
his house
tells
was
his side of the
all jacked
story,
up. But
mm,
well, no, that was the police. Cause I was about to say, now wasn't Franklin supposed to have like the big security, and that was the reason for him moving, but they couldn't
yeah, but
do nothing.
they couldn't do nothing once the
Yeah.
police come there.
And he said
And
they had warrants. And Louis sent them near.
And then Diamond and Dallas, they not working with him no more. So he don't even have security like that no more.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that place was a mess. And of course,
Yeah.
Leon coming with, some burgers. Like I guess this is what they used to do, sit around and eat their little burgers and stuff. And it's like to see where they started to where they at now and know that everything has basically just went to shit. It was like
It's
really sad.
horrible.
Yeah. So
It's real bad.
I
Now
guess with this, he was catching him up to everything that's been going on, and Leon, told him about him being married and stuff. We didn't see all of that, but I'm assuming the way the conversation rounded off that they kind of was giving each other updates, sitting down, eating, having a drink, whatever have you, and just talking about like, yeah, since you've been going to Africa, because he even told him about Avi, like, and that broke Leon. He didn't even know about that. It
nah,
was just
yeah,
like, how did all this get to this point?
mm-hmm. He was like,
What did
Avi's
you think
dead.
about that? Because that broke my heart too when Avi got killed. I ain't even
Oh,
gonna lie.
yeah, yo, I was mad because I knew Avi could have took him out. I'm like, how they letting him beat him like this?
Right.
Come on now, that was too easy. And I'm like, how they let him beat him? I ain't like that part.
Yeah.
I was kind of pissed off but Avi went out like a G though.
Hmm.
But he lied to him. He said, if I tell you, you gonna let me go? And he said, yeah, I'm gonna let you go. And then he lied to him.
Exactly. Yeah, Demarcus. Leon was definitely surprised when he found out that Avi was there because he was asking him, like, you know who did it? You know what happened? And he told him no. When he went there, the warehouse was just burnt up, and he was like, trust me, it hurt me too. Like, I was messed up behind it too. You know, bad situation, y'all. Bad situation. So, of course, he started telling him, one thing I also liked is that he told Leon that he know he made mistakes. He know he haven't always did things the right way. But it's nothing he could do to go back and change it now. Like it's already done.
I know. It's just he was like, my back's against the wall. Like it's not like he
Hmm.
set it off. They did it. They set it off when they stole the connect.
Right.
And then he was really trying to work with her. Like I said before, he was trying to work with her, and she was like, "No, I think we're gonna start doing business on our own." But I don't even. She already went to the new. She already had her deal worked out with what you call it. How can I say it? She had her deal worked out with him,
Hmm.
but they was gonna do business separate.
Right.
But Franklin was getting ready to go out by himself. He was gonna lead the business after that. But then they messed around and stole his money. That's what set everything off.
Exactly. Exactly. But everybody want to pretend that none of that even existed, and now Franklin is just the bad guy that did everything bad. So
Yeah,
I don't know, y'all. It's just not a good situation. But of course, he ends up telling Leon, like, like Moochie was just saying, my back is against the wall. I got to do what I got to do. But you, on the other hand, are going to have to choose a side if you're going to stay here. And if not, I would suggest you take your wife, okay, and get the heck up
hmm
on out of here.
he's right. He telling
Yeah,
him to leave. Just leave.
leave.
Because right now he's not even involved in this. Now the
Mm-hmm.
question is Big D gonna do some stuff where it piss him off? Because remember, I saw in the one of the trailers that Leon was beating the mess out of somebody.
Yes, and I think it's him and Big D that was getting into it, and I was wondering what would make them end up getting into it. At first, I thought it was behind, the whole
One,
situation with him telling stuff with Jocelyn. But now I'm like, okay, obviously, no, it don't got nothing to do with that. So, we can assume that Leon is not going nowhere. But I appreciated the fact that Franklin was like, "Get out while you can," and I think he should listen to damn Franklin and get the heck up out of there, yo. Ain't nothing gonna be there by
No.
you staying there but your death.
Can you highlight Demarcus' last question?
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all think Franklin would have worked with Ruben if he knew Ruben killed Ivy? I don't think so.
No.
I know he wouldn't have.
Mm-mm.
And that's why I was wondering why he was telling him everything. But he telling him everything because he really think he gonna burn Teddy.
Yeah. I think he was telling him what he feel like he want to hear, and also telling him stuff that can get Dag on Teddy. Anything that's gonna get him is what he want. Because he said, "All I want is Teddy alive," and Ruben is telling him like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna give you that, but we know it's gonna be more to it than that." Yes,
I don't
yeah.
know.
Antonio said no, yeah, and he says Franklin looked up to Ivy in a way. Yes, absolutely, because it's
That's
things
why
that
I don't think he gonna tell because remember that's who put him on Avi.
Mm-hmm.
Avi's the one that put him on to the coke.
Exactly. Yeah, him
So
and Leon both had a lot of respect for Avi.
yup,
Mm-hmm.
and he had respect for them.
Yep. Yep. Antonio, Avi gave him his first brick and kind of took him in after. Yeah. Took
Yeah,
him under his wing.
exactly.
Yep. I agree. So that definitely hit different when all this stuff went down, man. I don't know. It's a sad situation, but I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. I'm not gonna count it out yet, but I told y'all if certain things don't happen by the end, I'll be one of the first ones to get up here and go in on a daggone rant about it. Okay, and I know we all not gonna be happy. We all not gonna get what we want, regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's still gonna be some kind of complaints here and there about something, but overall, for me, the way they started out so far, I'm still with it. I'm still okay with this because I didn't think that we was gonna start it out from the very beginning, getting no major characters killed. I would have been very surprised if we did. I think we're gonna see a lot of back and forth and in and out, and we just gotta see how it's all going. You know,
Pan out, right?
yeah, come on in the end. That's it.
I'm just worried about so many characters,
Mm-hmm.
their outcome. So I'm I'm worried about a lot of stuff. So I
Yeah.
think Franklin should kidnap Parissa because she's Teddy's weakness. Shoot, do you think Franklin could really handle Parissa? Parissa probably beat the mess out of
Yeah.
him.
That's true too. Shoot, she
Yo,
might have some stuff
Parissa
up
probably
her
beat the
sleeve
brakes
for
off
him.
of Franklin.
Mm-hmm.
Now
She,
Jerome, we would have to be worried.
yeah, that is definitely true too.
That's why I
So,
hope they figured out that Teddy was playing both of them, and he put and him and her, and they could hopefully join forces, and it don't go that far where they kill each other.
hmm, yeah, that'll be interesting to see, y'all. I mean, I don't care about Parissa, so
Neither do
whoever
I.
take her out, that's fine with me. And I could see that possibly happening only because, Franklin has been saying, like, look into who's his family, who's close to him. He do got the guy checking into things. So being as though he's checking into stuff, maybe he some kind of way finds out that Parissa's close to him. But Parissa can overall, from what we've seen, handle herself good. So I don't know if he would be able to really be a match for her on his own.
Right, right. So I
I
look,
don't think so, but I do think they are gonna touch back with Peaches because they made it a point to bring him up.
yeah, they brought him up. Remember that guy is looking for
Mm-hmm.
him, the other guy from Vietnam, and they
Right.
trying to say he went to Thailand or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know about all of that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
because Jerome and them knew that the money was gone. Because remember, he went and was trying to look for Peaches.
Mm-hmm.
So they knew he was messed up with the money. The more I go back to it, the more I see how foul they really are. Because you knew what
Exactly.
happened. You knew what
Mm-hmm.
happened, and it's like you basically stabbed him in the back.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. All right, y'all. I got a couple of these trivias. If y'all did I do this one? I think
Yeah, you
so.
did that one.
Oh, you know what? I gotta take this out and okay, I know what happened. Because I already deleted the ones that I used, but I didn't put the updated one. And so sorry, y'all.
Look, we're gonna do it another night.
Yeah, that's
And
my
next week,
bad. I forgot to take that out and put the other ones in.
all right. So next week we're gonna be on my channel with this. So we going back and forth.
Yes.
So next week we'll be doing. I'm gonna upload a
Yeah.
recap of
Yeah,
my
that
own.
definitely was. We had did it on the last live. I forgot to put the new one in.
Hmm.
It was still up here from the last time.
Yeah. What about the music stuff? Is that up there still?
Let me see.
We only
Uh,
got 4 minutes and we'll be on here. Oh,
right. He gonna be out of here, y'all.
all right.
Um,
Oh
and
yeah, come back at 8:05. Godfather of Harlem, y'all. We'll be back on my channel.
oh yes. So we're gonna be actually rotating the snowfalls, and we're gonna be rotating. I
What was
think
the
it's
other
Love at
thing?
the
Love
Lockup.
after
So make
lockup.
sure y'all subscribe to both of us, so that way y'all will know when we, coming up and all of that kind of stuff. And Moochie, what else you gonna have going on your channel? Of course, we also are gonna be back for Godfather Harlem, and that's gonna be on Moochie channel.
Yeah, 8.
Thank you, Samara.
Yeah. I got. Oh, hold on 1 second.
Uh
Damn, I got a phone call. That's what I got.
huh. Thank you, Demarcus. Okay, that's fine. It'll be up here. I know everybody can't always make it in with the live, but I appreciate all of you that do. Thank you for coming through, LSW. Definitely appreciate it. Um, I know everybody's schedules is different, but I was trying to get it out the way. And I did do reviews for what was my recent reviews? I think Love at the Lock, not Love at the Lockup. Lord, that's stuck in my head now. I did reviews for um Sisters, the Oval. I did one for Bel Air right before I just came up here for this. So, if any of y'all watch those and you wanna check those out, yep. And I will be doing one for BMF. We got that coming on tonight. So y'all can go
Mm-hmm.
ahead and check any of those out.
Right.
Um, let me
Who
see.
is the artist and
Who's
what
the
is the
song? Who's the
lyrics of the
artist? So
song?
these are mixed up. I don't even know who's up here, but if anybody knows this song, you would say the name of the song. I spent all my life in search to find a love who will stay for eternity that heaven sent to fulfill my needs. Anybody? Thank you, Queen. I appreciate you. No. I'm try to give a couple more seconds, see if
I'm
anybody
still
knows
trying to figure it out.
it.
I've spent all my life.
Should say in search. It says on a search to find a love who will stay for eternity that heaven sent to fulfill my needs. Gotta be an old school. Oh, Savannah, you better come through, girl.
Is it? How did you get
Yes, nobody's supposed
here?
to
Supposed to
be here.
be
Okay, Savannah, that's what I'm
here.
talking about. Yes.
Okay, all right. I couldn't figure out. Like I'm trying to figure out the cadence.
Savannah know her sign. I was trying to say it without the cadence.
Yeah. See, what I usually do when I do this game, I usually say it twice. Regular, I read it, and then if
Uh-huh.
it's taking too long for people, then I do the cadence.
Okay. All right, Savannah. Okay, y'all. So we gonna get ready to get out of here. Make sure you join us at
Eight.
8 for child. I'm all over the place. There's too many shows. So
Godfather Harlem. We
Godfather
talking about
Harlem.
Godfather Harlem.
See y'all later. Thank y'all
See
so much
y'all.
for coming out.
God bless. Good night.